about forging is, I know I still make the mistake, but you kind of always want to hit in the same spot, and then you move your material. Sometimes I forget, a lot of guys that don't know, they move the hammer wherever the material is. You want to hit over the trunk of the anvil. That's where you get the most backing to support the hammer blows. And then, you know, it's just, this anvil's actually a little too high for me, but it's just basically a nice rhythm. You don't necessarily have to hit it overly hard. If your steel's heated up correctly, the steel will move with a moderate hammer blow. So what I'm going to do here, you'll notice I kind of got a straight line going on this side, and then I got this thing here. Well, it looks like, this might be the profile of the knife, right? Actually, this is going to be the profile, and this long straight edge is going to become the blade edge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a spot in here to start forging in the blade bevels, and as I pinch that together and hammer it along that blade edge, keep in mind, remember the Play-Doh, so I'm going to be pinching it along there, and it's going to stretch it every time I hit it. And what will happen if I don't counteract it, it's going to create a big sweeping arc, right? Because I'm stretching one edge and not the other, so I'll end up with a big C. So what I want to do is I will pre-bend it in the opposite direction, and then as I stretch that blade edge, it will come close to straight, and I'll just do some minor tweaking. Some other guys, and again, this is all how you learn and what works for you, so you don't have to do it the way I took it. A lot of guys, they'll hammer that edge, they'll let it go sway back, and then they will straighten it, right? The problem with that is when you stretch the one edge and it starts to sway back and it's thinned out at one edge and you've got that curve, when you push those two ends down, you get a wrinkling effect, right? I like to avoid that, so that's what I do. So here I'm going to pick my blade edge length. You can see just that little bit of hammering I did and start to put a little sway in it. And that was like nothing, right?